Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another in-the-car edition of the New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. We are today back solving the puzzle for Thursday, January 15th, 2026. I didn't get to this yesterday, so I've got some time today, and we're going to solve this. It's a construction by a collaboration by Wendy L. Brandis and Barbara Lynn, both of who have constructed a small number of puzzles, but not together, so this is their collaboration debut. And it being a Thursday, we're expecting a tricky-themed puzzle. So let's see what they've got for us on this Thursday, January 15th. Cattle calls. Is it just moos? It might be lows. We'll have to see. Visible sign of hard work. Sweat? Maybe? L blank. Precursor of the Expressionists. Actually don't know. Novelist Quindlen, who wrote One True Thing. No clue. One of 5 or maybe 6 senses. Like darts. Sharp, maybe? Oft quoted advice in Matthew 7. What is it? Books 7, chapter 7, verse 7. Not a clue. Indian spice blend. Masala, is that all they want there? That word is more general than meaning a specific spice blend, but sure. Low soccer score, maybe 1-1 or 1-0, not sure which. A food writer, Molly, I'm not sure. Fifth Avenue store is Saks Fifth Avenue. This looks like maybe Anna Quindlen. Herb related to parsley, maybe anise. So this looks like 1-0 then. First name in rap, probably Lil. Molly O'Neill, looks like, maybe. 24/7, 365. All the time, all day, every day. Neither of those quite fit. It's going to be something like that, I feel. W9 figure, probably your social security number. I think that's some kind of tax form. One method of sibling torture. Wedgie? Maybe. Oscar-nominated singer-songwriter for May It Be is Enya. That's tricky. She didn't entirely write that song, but she is a singer-songwriter. She was nominated for that. Fine. Like a used fire pit, probably Ashy. Or... What might give you a brood awakening? Probably tea. Now, what is going on here? Seek and... But there's no... Oh, interesting. Shall find. And I'll explain where the rest of those letters are supposed to come from once I am certain that's what's going on. Created Yoda, he did. George Lucas, I guess. Stat for Aaron Judge, maybe RBI, runs batted in. Make bubbly, probably to aerate. Brief letters. What do we want there? What kind of brief? January 1 through today, year to date. Brief letters. I don't know. Energy healing practice. Is this a Reiki or something? Fluctuate between normal singing and falsetto. Yodel? Is that what's going on there? Oodles of time. Eons, maybe? Figure on a driver's license. Figure on a driver's license. Puts the finishing touches on in a way. Could be ices? Like a cake? Not sure. Races longer than marathons informally. Oh. Ultras? That doesn't... Title for any male in the house of Saad. Maybe this is not sharp. This might be Emir. Actor John, who has granted more than 650 wishes for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This is John Cena, probably. Sports book calculation, probably the odds. Results of feuds. Feuds can cause rifts in families. El Greco, is this what's going on? Precursor of the Expressionists. This does look like Emir. Like darts. What? Narrow kitchen, a galley kitchen. Oh, aimed. Darts are aimed. Okay, fine. This was ultras after all. Ultra marathons, I guess. This does look like ices. But then what is this? Figure on a driver's license. ID number, like that? Stereotypical dog, Fido, is that what we want? Star quality. Word with sponge or fish. Don't know. It looks like it is Reiki. It does look like it is all day, every day. I guess this is BVD. I don't know what that is. Brief letters. Maybe it's like a legal brief kind of thing. And I think if I understand how the theme works, that's going to be an E. Nobelist Joliot-Curie, who synthesized radioactive isotopes. I don't know if I have this right. Unit of force. Unit of force. Sol, but not Luna. A note, like a musical note. Fortune competitor. Fortune magazine? I don't know. 5.5 yards. 5.5 yards. I don't know what that is. Shiny little platters. Oof, I'm subject of astrobiology in brief is ETs, extraterrestrials. Unit of force. How am I gonna get this? Shiny little platters. Shiny little platters. Fortune competitor. Joliot-Curie. Okay, ETs is correct. Unit of force. Like the only word that I can think that fits here is dike. That is a word, but it doesn't mean this. Unless note is wrong? Dine? A dine? Is this like Irene? Fortune competitor. I'm gonna have to come back to that, and I'm a little bit scared about that little section there because I have really no idea. Word with sponge or fish. Cake? Fish cake? Sponge cake? Okay, that'll work. April Fool, for example. Who is an April Fool? I don't know what we want there. Star quality. Evening spent playing with the kids. Say, family something? What about all these? Some scanners for short. Scanners, not sure. Bit of concert merch. A t-shirt. Elate. To send, I think is what we want there. About a third of an NFL broadcast ads. Yikes. Some scanners for TSA, who do a lot of scanning. Show that celebrated its 50th anniversary in 2025 in brief. SNL, Saturday Night Live. Bases of shipbuilding. Oh, what are these called? Keels? Maybe? Like the sort of the spine of the ship, I think. Highway behemoth. Highway behemoth. What? Seattle NHL team are the Kraken, so Keels looks right. Quarterback's asset. Quarterback's asset. An arm, I guess. Oops. Oh, a semi. Okay, behemoth on the highway. Got it. Sixth word of the Gettysburg Address. I think is ago, isn't it? Family game night, I think is what we want here. The moment of truth. Oh, the moment moment of truth. I don't know. The greatness of humanity is not in being human, but in being humane. Is that what we want? Mahatma Gandhi quote. I'm not sure if that's the correct thing, but it might be. Dawns as an apron, ties on or something. A possible response to tu veux de chocolat. Do you want any chocolate? Oui, yes, I would. Directive written in currents in Alice in Wonderland. Eat me, it says on the cake in currents. Adjoin, to abut, maybe, I think, to like sort of come up against. Sorry, hard pass. No. The moment of truth, a gotcha moment, I think is what we want there. And quinceañera celebrant is a teen. Wait, that doesn't look right. The moment of truth. I would have thought gotcha. But this is definitely teen, isn't it? What? The moment of truth. Got the? Oh, maybe this is... Oh, the moment of... It's go time. Not no, but no. And this is... Okay, so bias is some kind of bias here, I guess. Bulldog supporters. Yaleys, I think. They are the... Bulldogs are the Yale team. Just Peachy is A-OK. Disney still... Oh, a cell, which is a single frame of animation. Where the coffee and Wi-Fi might both be strong. A cafe, if it's a good cafe. At last, singer Etta James, a jazz singer. Following is after. Seam contents. I don't know. Rib. To tease, maybe, is to rib someone. Seam content. Oh, an ore. You can have a seam of in a mine filled with ore. A place to strike pose, question mark. A mat, maybe a yoga mat to strike a yoga pose. Stare in astonishment. Maybe ogle. Star quality could be fame. April Fool. Not sure. G doesn't look right there. Throwing for a loop. Faking, maybe? Playwright Chekhov is Anton Chekhov, so that would work. Corporate musical chairs for short. A reorganization like that? C-section reminder. What? A scar. If you have had a C-section, a scar might be a reminder of it. Idiomatic partner of lose. Lose and... I don't know. Nada could be none. Lose and... What? Not fooled by onto. Why don't I see this? Oh, confirmation bias. Really try to get, to go for. Snook? What on earth? Stare in astonishment could be to gape. An April Fool, oh, not the person, but the prank itself could be a caper. So I have no idea what snook means. This is so weird. I am still stuck here. Fortune competitor. Is this, again, Fortune the magazine? Fortune the, like, fund? Fortune 500? Like that kind of thing? But what could this possibly be? Fortune competitor. What if this is Irene? 5.5 yards. Shiny little platters. I don't see what this has to be ETs. No, it's probably correct. 5.5 yards. I mean, it certainly seems like a measurement. Like, how much is that? A yard is just short of a meter, so maybe this is like 5 meters. I don't know of a unit of measurement. Like, is that a rod? Oh, CDs. Ink? INC? Let's see if this is correct. Horse feathers. Okay. I'm going to pause this and see if I can. I'm going to look this one up because I have a feeling this will solve most of my problems here. So just going to pause this. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. I figured it out. I was right about everything in here, it turns out. It is Iren Joliot-Curie. This is INC. I don't know what it is, and this is CDs. But I was right to be skeptical of snook because this doesn't make any sense. What we want here is not faking throwing for a loop, but phasing. And this, the partner of lose, is snooze. You snooze, you lose. So let's check that out. Okay. I unfortunately had to look at the wordplay column because once I determined that this was all correct, I couldn't figure out what else was going on. I should have come back here. I mean, I did come back here, but then I didn't get to snooze, unfortunately. But that means I sort of spoiled the theme for myself. Now, I knew what was going on in the sense that, so let me look at these, right? The answer here, oft quoted advice in Matthew 7, chapter 7, verse 7 is, seek and ye shall find. And you can see you've got seek and then you have to sort of go up here. Yes, Y-E-S. Seek and ye shall find. Then we have this one here, all day, every day, and you'll see all D-A-Y-E every day that way. And finally, family game night, evening spent playing with kids. Family, G-A-M-E-N, and then the rest of it there, family game night. Now, I didn't really understand how this was helped out by the theme. And I'm sure I would have gotten there anyway at some point, but I spoiled it for myself, so I'll just tell you anyway. Confirmation bias is the tendency to reinforce one's established beliefs, but it is also a very punny way of reading what's going on with these clues. We have 3 different kinds of confirmations here. Yes, Y-E-S, I, A-Y-E, and amen, A-M-E-N, this way. And they are on a bias, meaning they're leaning to a diagonal, which is a bit of a stretch, I would say. I mean, it's fun, but it takes a few steps to get there. Definitely pretty Thursday-ish for this theme for today, and I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't quite get the my error without help, but that's what it is. It is Thursday, and sometimes Thursdays will get you. So, some fun clues, like 1 of 5 or maybe 6. I did get sense pretty quickly. It took me a while to get like darts. Darts are aimed. These kinds of clues where what they're looking for is something that you might do with the item in question is, they're harder to get for sure. What else? All 3 big theme entries are quite fun. Some scanners for short is pretty tricky for TSA, even for a Thursday. Soul but not Luna is a good one for note. This is a pretty creative clue for Eat Me. We do get the Eat Me entry relating to Alice in Wonderland quite a bit, but written in currents is new for me. Corporate musical chairs is an interesting clue for reorg. What else? What might give you a brood awakening? Quite. I don't know that this one needed the question mark. Brood is already pretty clear for this. I didn't know that any male in the House of Sod could be called an emir, but that makes sense. Royal family, basically, I think. Brief letters, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm not sure if it has to do legal briefs or underwear or what. Not really thought about yodeling as singing, fluctuating between normal singing and falsetto, but that is what it is, so fine. A third of an LFL broadcast is ads. That's quite unfortunate. Subject of astrobiology did sort of anchor that corner for me. That's what sort of enabled me to get the rest of the clues that I wasn't sure about. I took me a while to get go time for the moment of truth. I kind of liked gotcha moment better, but that's not what it ended up being. And of course, not fooled by. Oh wait, not this one. It was the throwing for a loop that threw me for a loop, as it were. So that's what took me a little bit of time and a little bit of help to figure out. That's our Thursday puzzle. If you like myself, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see when I'm posting next, do hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.